Hi, this is Joe here with another movie review, and to keep up with my theme of doing Disney films, and I apologize if I don't get to your favorite Disney film. Sorry about that, but I'm going to be discussing one of the more iconic Disney films. I'm not sure what year it came out in, because the problem with doing the Disney films, unless you have to know in advance. Fortunately, I really don't know in advance what specifically when a lot of these movies came out as the original release date, or at least the original release year. But I'm going to do the best I can, and I'm going to do one of the more iconic films, at least one that will go. I think behind Snow White, one of the movies that before the movie Frozen came out. If you expect me to do that movie, review that movie, forget, because A, I haven't seen it, and B, I refuse to see it because that song is annoying. So I'm going to do one more, and like I said, behind Snow White, this is one of the most iconic, or the iconic film in the Disney universe, at least for the Disney princesses anyway. And that, of course, is Cinderella. Or should I say Cinderella, not in dating Cinderella. And that's the annoying song for the mice, or the singing mice. Of course, so those of you who don't know the story of Cinderella, you gotta be really out there if you don't know the story of Cinderella. Like I said, a lot of the early Disney films has to do with a lot of the more famous fairy tales. So of course with Snow White, and of course you have Pinocchio, and Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty. So they have took a lot of, creative differences with the fairy tales. Like I mentioned in my Snow White review, when they gave all the dwarfs names. In this particular case, sorry about that. In this particular case, they gave the mice characters and names in the film, and gave them names and everything else in their own storylines. Like I said, with Cinderella, of course, a famous story about the girl with a wicked stepmother and her two ugly, evil stepsisters who all get invited to the ball and originally kiss Cinderella out. And the ball is to find a possible bride for the prince. And the king thought for his son to find a bride, and he was never satisfied with any of the girls in the town, and they were in the village or the country, whatever. So the king decided to, hey, let's throw a party. You can meet every woman in the town and see how it goes. Maybe you friend somebody. And for some reason they killed Cinderella out. The evil stepsisters and the evil stepmother, they kept her out. Well, she was so upset and disappointed that the dress that the mice made for her, the stepsisters and the stepmother all purposely ruined it. So all of a sudden, because her fairy stepmother helped her out, and then of course that's the iconic scene with the song Bibbidi Boppidi Boo. Song would create a dress, and create a pumpkin carriage for her, and have the mice into white horses drive the pumpkin carriage to the mall. And of course, she was losing to be home by midnight, otherwise the spell was broken by midnight. And so of course he meets the prince, and they instantly fall in love with each other. And of course what happens is midnight was ringing, and she had to run out, and she loses one of her glass slippers. For some reason in fairy tales, instead of saying shoes, they say slippers. And that's from, of course, for Wizard of Oz as well. They call them slippers instead of shoes. Whatever. So of course they left the one shoe behind. So of course the prince decided to send all his guards and everything else to go to every house in the country to look for this one girl who fits the shoe. And that's where the old saying comes from, when the shoe fits really, you know. So of course they get to Cinderella's house and they try and keep Cinderella out from meeting the prince. So the two stepsisters try to fit in, their feet were too big, or too fat, or whatever. Cinderella finally ends up getting out with the help of the mice. They finally got out of the room she was locked in. He says, I'm the girl. I said, oh, how do you know you're the girl? Because I have the other shoe. And of course, that's what happens. They, obviously the shoe fits, and lives happily ever after. That's pretty much the story. And like I said, this is like too short of a story to even tell. If you do it like that, it would be like maybe a half hour or 45-minute film. So they stretched it out to an hour and 15-minute film. And they put on a scene stuff with the mice and the cat in the house, and how she gets along with the stepsisters, how she gets along with the stepmother, how she's cleaning the house, how Cinderella's cleaning the house. And of course he did a song with the mice with Cinderella, the Cinderella song. And of course they do all these little bits that take too long to pad the story out. Like I said, when I did the review for Dumbo, it's like the shortest film in the whole series. Of all the films, it's like the shortest one, about maybe 70 minutes long, if that. So I guess they don't want to have another movie that's short or shorter than Dumbo. So because maybe at the time they're possibly getting complaints that the film was too short. Because Snow White, there was about an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and 25-minute film. And of course, some of the other recent films was also about between an hour and 20 minutes and an hour and a half long. Some of the ones from the last 25 years or so, going back to The Little Mermaid. So I guess at that time they didn't want to have a film that short, so they had Cinderella out. Doing all this stuff with the cat, which was and that thing took way too long. And the stuff with some of the mice was kind of cute, the mice. One of the things kind of annoying is that you have to have this cute little side characters, and not only side characters, but side animals that talk. And well, like I said, like in the Dumbo review, Dumbo never talked, but just about every other film, the animals have to talk. I don't know when Disney came up with the rule that all the animals have to. Or all these films have to talk or make animal versions of certain classic stories, like Robin Hood, for example. They made all the characters animals. They made Robin Hood a fox or something, and they have Friar Tuck a bear. But in this film, they have to have all the dumb animals talk. And I mean, the only animal that didn't talk in Cinderella was a cat. And thank goodness they didn't talk. But in terms of for Cinderella, and I still call it Cinderella. Like I said, this is definitely one of the more iconic films in the whole, especially for the fairy princess, because I know there's so many young girls that I have met on Halloween. For Disney characters, they either get dressed up as Snow White or Cinderella, or possibly even Ariel from The Little Mermaid, where she was human. But now I think because of the popularity of the movie Frozen, and won't be surprised if with this Halloween 2014 you will see some young girls knocking on your door dressed up as the girl from Frozen. I won't be surprised. It'll be one of the big Halloween costumes that Disney's going to be selling. Other than, of course, all the princesses, you know. But until, like I said, for Cinderella, we're doing a short review on this because it is a short movie, and there's not that much for me to say about this particular film because it's not the video that this is also one of the few Disney films that's not that. I'm talking about from Disney's golden age of animated films. That's not that controversial, but believe me, folks, eventually we're going to get to the movies that people have a sneak over. And maybe eventually we get to it. Uh, so let me review of Cinderella. Please click on the video. Please like it. Please feel free to comment on it. Please subscribe to my channel, and please feel free to pass this video along to your Facebook pages, or to link it to your Facebook pages, so I can up my my videos and reviews and one. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.